Alright, because my recording phone died, this is Miss Lee's hive. This was an empty frame, it's the first frame, and they've started building on it, which is great. They had some drone comb on this side and it was wonky, so I had to remove it. And then, sorry about the noise, I'm looking at the side and we've already started on brood. So literally just opened the hive and we've got brood going already. Okay, so in Miss Lee's hive, I did capture Miss Lee. I feel like since I'm doing so much queen stuff today, I might as well mark her the correct color, which should have been red for 2023. In Miss Lee's hive, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brood frames already. They are building on both this one and this last one here, so they're doing really good with that one. I think I'm gonna leave them go. I didn't see any adult drones. I did see capped drones, and I did see some queen cups, but none of them were charged, so no queen cells. So I'm not gonna split these guys either. I'm just gonna keep adding frames. I don't think they need any more frames now since they're still building, and that is pretty much the update on Miss Lee. Just gonna go ahead, she's in there. That's her big body right there, you see her? She's crawling on the ceiling. But she's green, so she's the wrong color because we were marking her in a rush when she was given to me. She should be 2023. So I figured we're doing queen stuff, just do all the queen stuff. All right, and here we go. Can you guys see me? I should leave it down like this. Here's Miss Lee with her red paint that she doesn't want to show you. There we go. All marked and pretty, just waiting for it to give her just a little bit for it to dry. And she's ready to be put back in. Uh-oh, she's stuck to my fingers. There we go. Alright, so for the record, whatever I had before, I just added one more semi-built out fall frame to Miss Lee's hive. So they've got 3 frames now that they're working on. Because I'm not doing anything with Miss Lee's hive, I decided to go ahead and do a Mite-Wash on Miss Lee's hive. And I just thought this is the frame that I decided to shake for the Mite-Wash, and I just thought it was really cool. Is that a neat frame? That's a really cool frame. But you've got all the things in here: eggs, larvae, and emerging brood. Look at that. So cool. Come on out, Miss Lee. Go down into your frames. She doesn't know. She can go down. Her butt's sticking down. She just needs to turn around. She'll get there. My phone only has 5% left on his battery, so we're gonna do this real quick. This is an exit video. Hi, Dad, love you so much. Pretty sure my mic is about to die as well. All right, so to follow up, we didn't see any charged cells in Carol's hive, and there wasn't any adult drones walking around. We did see lots of capped over drone larvae, and doing the bee math, that means we have 15 days. I'm being generous because some of those are farther along, until we have a bunch of drone walking around, and then we can split Carol. So 15 days for Carol. Sharon, we went in and we didn't find any drone, but there were several charged queen cells. So even though there was no drones, I decided to go ahead and split. Because they were only eggs, they weren't capped. That means we've still got time. They're not going to be capped until day 9, right? Um, and then so we've got 16 days total till a queen arrives. That gives us let's see, what is that? That's 13 days. So we have 13 days till a queen is going to emerge from Sharon's hive, and hopefully I only see warm temperatures. Hello. Warm temperatures in the weather here. So we should only be increasing here, meaning hopefully there's drones. 15 days, there'll be drones for sure. She's still got to emerge after 13 days and then, harden up and then do her orientation flights and then do a little bit more orientation flight before she heads out to a drone congregational area. My son just showed up from the bus. So that timeline actually should work out perfectly. Carol, not Carol, Miss Lee. Miss Lee is packed full. There was some capped drone cells, but not that many. And I did see some queen cups, but they weren't charged. So same as Carol's disposition, no adult drones, no charged queen cells. So I decided not to do anything with her, though I did decide to do a Mite-Wash. Here is the Mite-Wash. So I shook it. I actually let it sit for a little bit. They say it's good to let the mites sort of dislodge and then do a really hard shake for 1 minute. So I did that, and I'm looking at the bottom here, and I see 4 mites. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 mites. Hey, love. I'm doing a bee video. So I'm gonna give this another good shake. I think I did have a little bit more than 300 nurse bees in there. So honestly, 4 is not that bad. See, and I shook it, and now they're all, gently shake it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 mites. And some body parts that are leaking off. Yep, 4 mites. It leaks. That thing is really good. It's good at what it does, but except for it leaks. It leaks like crazy. So now my hands smell like alcohol. But yes, so 4 mites is what, a little bit over for 300 bees, we'll say, a little bit over 1%. So I think she's fine. She looks, that's good. That's a good thing. It's less than 6. If there were 6 or more, I'd be concerned. But we did our treatments and they're low. I'm gonna probably sneak in the next time I go in a drone frame, and then we're gonna start doing that. And I might also do formic with this cooler weather. So we're gonna wait. So that is what's going on with them. I did all the bee math, right? Drone bee math, queen bee math, math with the mites. we did lots of math today. So yeah, other than that, it was complete chaos in Miss Lee's hive. And I guess in about 15 days, I'll be going into their hives and probably splitting at least Carol. I think Sharon's going to be fine. And probably just adding more frames to Miss Lee, because they're still such a small colony. They only got a few frames of bees, so I feel like, I don't know, I'll probably just keep adding frames. We're about to hit the nectar flow here, and that's when you can kind of you have more grace with where you stick the frames at. If you checkerboard the brood, you're not gonna kill them. You got warm enough nights. So I did put insulation on Mimi. We have a split now. We did split. So now we have a new colony named Mimi. Put insulation on the top of there. I put feed on her. I opened up the bottom area so that the trays are halfway sticking out because there's air. I want airflow to go underneath. Um, Tomorrow's going to be warm, and I don't want the bees to overheat, which can happen because what is going on? What is that? They can overheat. They generate heat. So if you've got them all cooped up, guess what? They're going to be really, really freaking hot. So, and then they will die. They will overheat themselves. They will cook themselves. So I left the trays halfway out so that some air could get underneath the vents, the screen bottom board. And I'm going to keep them locked. The door is closed for at least 3 days because that's when they say their memory sort of wanes a little bit. And when I open the door, then that means and I put some pine bough in front of the door. It should help, hopefully, help them do the orientation flights. And any foragers that are stuck in there, hopefully, will do the orientation flights. And that'll be their new home. I don't have vertical hives where I can kind of move the bodies around and set the new split in where the old split was and catch all the foragers coming in. I can't do that with a horizontal hive. So I've got to do it a different way, which is fine. It'll work. Anyways, Dad, I'm so thirsty. Cold water is the best drink, in my opinion, on the planet. Ice, cold water. So good. Anyways, Dad, I love you all the time, every day. Hopefully I can get this video out for you soon, and I will see you later. Thank you for watching.